Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I also cannot believe it is time to film this video telling you all about my personal 2024 goals. If you're new here, hi, I'm Laken, and I am here on YouTube focused on helping you achieve your personal goals. But part of that is sharing my goal journey with you so that you can see real examples of my goals and my life and how I break them down. What do I achieve? What do I not achieve? And all of the ups and downs along the way. And that starts with my overarching goals for the year. My personal goal setting process has changed a lot over the years. And part of it is learning what has worked and what hasn't worked for me. Part of it is switching goal setting systems. And this year was the first year that I actually created and used my own goal planner because that's what I wanted. And I created exactly what I needed for me, and hopefully it helps a lot of you as well. So if you are still looking for a goal planner for the new year, I will leave the video where I flip through and talk about my goal planner in the description box down below. But that is not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about my goals. So I have 4 goals, 4 personal goals this year, which is the lowest number of goals that I have ever set. But they're pretty vague. I'm setting pretty vague goals for the year that are big categories that I can fit lots of things into. But what I wanted to make sure I had as the reminder to myself is these are the focuses. These are the whys. So these are the things that are important to me. And if there are action steps or mini goals that fall into these categories, then awesome. I have a wide range of options when it comes to my goals throughout the year. And you'll see in my quarterly goals video that I am setting more quarterly goals than just 4. But my annual goals, I'm keeping it simple to these 4 main categories. And some of them surprised me and some of them didn't. So let's start talking. The first one, and these are in no particular order. It was really just the order that the colors looked good in on my paper and that I wanted to match that goal to that color. So the first one is to make time for myself. If you are new here or you do not know, I recently had my first daughter, my first baby. She was born September 1st of last year. So as we are kicking off the new year, she is going to be 4 months old, and she requires a lot of attention. And for the first time in my life, my time is not completely my own. And that is both absolutely wonderful and amazing, but also difficult. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a goal that encouraged me to continue to make time for myself and do the things that I know that I need to be the best version of me, and knowing that me being the best version of me makes me the best mom for her. So while, yes, this goal is all about me, it really also does come down to being about her. But this is where I'm gonna fit in a lot of the things that I have done over the years in other goal categories. So there's gonna be some physical health sub goals in here. There are going to be a lot of routine-based goals. The doing things that makes me happy goal will come through in this goal. Spending time with friends is also kind of a way of making time for myself. So those are kinds of the things that will fall into this category. But ultimately, it is about making sure that I am still taking care of me mentally and physically. The next goal on my list is family, fun, and memories. And this is gonna be a big, exciting year for our family, but while at the same time, not any giant changes. In the last couple of years, we've gone through some big life changes. We got married, we moved across the country, we had a baby. There's been a lot of changes. And this year, while going from having a 4-month-old to a 16-month-old is a big change in and of itself, there aren't going to be any major changes to our family. And so I really just wanna focus on having fun as a family, doing fun things, and then documenting that, whatever that looks like. That actually just reminded me that there was one other daily action step I was going to put on my January goals, which I've already done when I'm filming this video. We'll see. I'm gonna talk about that more when I get to the January goals video, and maybe something will come out of the videos. I tell you, I make these videos for you, but they benefit me so much. I always get so much out of talking about my goals out loud. So some of the action steps or sub goals that fall into this category are obvious fun things, like I want to sign my daughter up for swim lessons. I want to throw our second annual Halloween party. I'm calling it second annual, even though this year it was very chill. Her first birthday party. I want to do some things with friends, like as a family. Anything that's like friend one-on-one time, that would go into the first goal. But anything that's like our family doing things as a family with friends, that will go into this goal. Some travel is gonna be a big piece of this goal as well. And then also potentially getting involved with a temple. We started to attend services at one at the very end of my pregnancy, but have not gone back since, and not gone to any of the other events that they have outside of regular services. And so that is also one of the ideas I have on this list, this breakdown as well. The next goal is really to support that one, and that is household rhythms and routines. Like I mentioned, big life changes. We live in a different place with a much larger home that I'm still trying to figure out how to clean. It's still an apartment, but it's 3 times the size of our New York City apartment that I'm still trying to figure out how to manage and clean. We also live close to immediate family for the first time in our adult lives, and so figuring out how that works. My family likes to do a lot of impromptu things, which makes some routines like meal planning a little bit more difficult, and just some other rhythms and routines that have changed also now that we have a baby, and what that looks like, the division of labor within our household, etc. So some of the things I have in this category are our finances, falls into that. That was its own entire goal last year, and this year it kind of falls into that. Like I mentioned, division of labor, chores in our household, cleaning, and then other like weekly, monthly, and quarterly things. I feel like I try to tackle this concept every year and have struggled with it every single year, and so trying to grasp it this year. We'll see how it goes, but those things that like are recommended that you do on a regular basis. Change out the loofahs in the shower, change out the toothbrush heads, some of the things that like it would be beneficial for us to do them on a weekly or monthly basis instead of just when I remember and feel like doing them. And then the last and final goal that I have for 2024 is to enjoy being in the kitchen. Y'all, I don't like to cook. It's not something I enjoy doing. It is something that I do because I need to, and we cannot survive financially and physically on takeout alone. So cooking is something that we have to do. I have basically let go of cooking all of this year, between being pregnant and the nausea and the side effects that came with that, to having a newborn, and then straight into the holidays. I just have been like, what is cooking? And then part of that too, which is kind of a hint at the Q1 goal for this goal, is that my kitchen is all over the place. It was unpacked in like 3 different phases by 3 or 4 different people. I don't even think I was one of those people. I know my mom, my sister, and Sam all unpacked at something in my kitchen at some point, and I keep calling it my kitchen because I am the one who does the majority of the cooking. My husband loves to cook. I call him the chef. He is the chef. He will take the most random leftovers or ingredients in our fridge that need to get cooked and like make something delicious out of them. And on the weekends, he does things like that. But during the weekday, he is very much focused on work, and that is his priority Monday through Friday. And so getting dinners and having stuff for breakfast and lunches during the week is something that is on my list, which I am more than happy to take, but I want to get better at it and enjoy it. Step 1 is getting my kitchen organized in a place that I like it, and then getting back into meal planning, reading a couple of books. If you watched the video where I talked about my 2024 book list, that probably gave you a couple of hints as to what was gonna be in this video. But really just getting back into it, being in the kitchen, and then trying to the best of my ability to enjoy it, which I have never really felt like I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna do my best, prepping when it makes sense, what works best for our family, etc. And I know that that is also going to change a lot over the year, going again from a 4-month-old to a 16-month-old. The amount of real food and types of real food that she will eat over the course of next year is going to change so much, which is why I knew I needed this to be like a goal about enjoyment and not just like doing the things in the kitchen, because I knew there was going to be that layer on top of it as well. So we will see how that goal pans out at the end of the year. I know that all my goals here are relatively vague, and that's how I've kind of always tackled my annual goals. And then at the end of the year, I just kind of rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. If you watched my goals video where I wrapped up my 2023 goals and how I felt about them, that's all I did, is I just kind of gave it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. I mean, I keep saying 1 to 10, but one of them got a 0, so 0 to 10. So we will see at the end of the year kind of how I feel about these annual goals. on that scale, but these are the focuses. These are the things that I am prioritizing in my personal time in 2024. So this goal, this annual goals video is all about my personal goals. These are the goals that I am focused on in my personal life. I do also set business goals, but those are on a quarterly basis. So if you stay tuned, the next video is going to be all about my quarterly goals, and that is going to include both my personal goals, which are going to be the focuses for the first quarter of these 4 vague goals that I just shared, as well as my quarterly business goals. I'm gonna share, my business goals will always and forever only be in the quarterly goals videos. That is what I did last year, and I feel like it worked really well for what I wanted to share, but also keeping you in the loop. So those are my goals for 2024. I wanna hear down in the comments, what is one goal that you have for 2024 that you are really, really excited about? And again, if you're still struggling to figure out your goals for the new year, check out my goal planner. It is a very, I think, very straightforward process to help you figure out what's important to you and what you want to prioritize in the new year. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Let me try that again. What do I cheat? What? For a goal planner? Why have I started the sentence 7 times?